Welcome back in Western Slope. This morning, the undefeated 13-0 Montrose Redhawks football team is gearing up to board the bus for the state championship game this weekend. Our Titus Cleveland is live in Montrose with more on the Redhawks' remarkable season. Titus, what can you tell us?
Yeah, thank you, Noah. You said it, 13 games, and it was 13 wins the Montrose Redhawks had secured. Now they're going for win number 14 in the state championship game against the Broomfield Eagles. This is the first time the Redhawks have been in the state title game since 2013, and the last time that they secured a championship, well, Harry Truman was president of the United States. Now, the Redhawks have a big test await because they're going to be against a Broomfield team who's averaging 40 points a game, and they defeated the number one team in Dakota Ridge last week, 45-7. Both of these teams are on a win streak or on a hot streak. They know that they're going to have to step up to deliver the final blow for the final win to secure that championship. But this is a great game for the Redhawks because they've been dealing with injuries all throughout these playoffs, from quarterbacks to running backs. They have showed that grit that they're willing to show up and still fight and still be one of the best teams on the Western Slope. So I'm excited to see what they're going to deliver tomorrow. But I'm here at Montrose. They're going to have a send-off for the Redhawks. Redhawks County are going to be here to make sure that they get a nice send-off as they head up to Fort Collins to play against the Broomfield Eagles. Noah, back to you.
Welcome back in Western Slope. Let's check back in with our Titus Cleveland, who's down in Montrose as the Redhawks football team is about ready to head to Fort Collins for the state championship game. Titus, what is the scene looking like up there right now?
Yeah, Noah, you said the vibes out here is pretty hectic right now. Everyone's getting settled in right now. As you can see behind me, the bus has just pulled up for the Montrose Redhawks. The team is getting their equipment on there, some food, beverages, everything that they need for this long trip over to Fort Collins. Like I said before in the earlier minutes of the show, this is a team that is 13 games in, and they have won 13 games, and they're trying to make it 14, finish off a perfect season as they go up against the Broomfield Eagles, a team that decimated the number one team in Dakota Ridge, 45-7. The Montrose Redhawks, they have been dealing with injuries throughout their entire season, especially in the playoffs, but they've showed grit, they've showed fight, and they're one step closer to hoisting that championship, something they have not done in almost 50 years. It's exciting, I must say.
Seems like, and I can start to see some people behind you, even though it's dark out there. Now, Titus, you had mentioned those pesky Broomfield Eagles. I'm a Legacy High School guy. Those are my crosstown rivals, actually, from my high school. How are the Redhawks stacking up compared to those Eagles?
Yeah, so the matchup between these two is going to be a dogfight. Both of these teams are known to put up high amounts of points. Coming in, Broomfield is averaging 40 points on the road in 7 games on the road. They are no joke. But as far as Montrose, they've been putting up points of their own coming into, besides last week when they had an 18-point against Pueblo West, probably their lowest scoring game of the entire season. Coach Brett Merchant said that was because of the field of play, a lot of mud on the field, which caused the low scoring. But other than that game, Noah, this Redhawks team has been putting up numbers in the 30s, 40s, and sometimes blowing teams out by 20. So I would expect a high-scoring game between these two teams, but, it's going to come down to who can make that final stop. And I'm so jealous of Will Levinson, who's going to be out there at Fort Collins. He's going to get the full action up close and personal. So hopefully Montrose comes out on top and gets that final stop.
Yeah, Titus, absolutely, and it's a huge weekend. We will just have to wait and see how everything goes. But Titus, thank you so much for braving the conditions out there in Montrose and joining us this morning. Now, Western Slope, we wish the Montrose Redhawks the best of luck as they head up to Fort Collins this weekend and go get that win.